Musicians Institute Guitarcraft Program, sponsor of Fox 17 Rock and Review.
My baby told me she didn't love me, so here I am down in Mexico, in Rosarita's Rio Cantina, working on my Espanol. Mas tequila, por favor. Woo! Do I like it? Si, senor. Mi amigo, por some more. Mas tequila, por favor. Riba.
You know, if you like that song, there's even more great songs on See You Try with Craig Campbell.
Hey, man.
That's I'll tell you what a fun party song.
It is. It's fun, and it's one of those songs when I wrote it, I said, as soon as we were done with it, I said, this is going to be a great song to play live.
In concert.
And it doesn't take but one time around, people are singing along, and Mas tequila, and they're sending shots to the stage, and we get, sideways.
Which is never a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know, and what I like too, and you and I were talking a while ago, to where, you know, on stage, you kind of have it set up like a lounge also.
Yeah, it does. I try to make it fun, and the whole purpose of our shows is to make sure that the fans have a good time. But the guys on stage, including myself, want to have fun as well.
Yeah.
So I have a piano bar that we carry around with us at all times, and there's always, most of the time, it's tequila.
Right. Which fits well with the song.
The occasional jar of moonshine will make its way to the stage. But yeah, we have fun.
Well, you know, we were talking earlier on the news too, Craig, and obviously you've had a number of hit songs over the years, and you know, you've worked with so many great songwriters and your band and everything, but you have a song out now that has, correct me if I'm wrong, like 3.5 million streams?
Yeah, there's a song on the new EP that we released this fall, or this past summer, a song called Me Missing You.
Yeah.
And
great song.
Out of nowhere, like it was just, we started seeing the numbers, and at the moment it's got almost 4 million streams, and we don't know why, because it's not been on the radio, it's not been on any
people have found it.
It's not been on any playlist, it's not been promoted at all. So what that tells me is people that do hear it love it enough to not only share it, but, you know, tell all their friends about it. And
I think every track on See You Try, you know, listen to the songs, they're just so well crafted, so well written, and you know, your voice and everything. You're one of those guys to me that is just an incredible songwriter, and you really mine those lyrics. And I think you do a great job on bringing out the imagery, just like on Outskirts. You know, you can really visualize what you're singing and playing.
Well, that's what Outskirts of Heaven was all about, was the vision that I have for myself when I get to heaven.
Right.
The idea of heaven being a big city, and with the bright lights and the big mansions and the golden streets, you know, just it made me nervous, because I grew up in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
And I don't, as excited as I am to get to heaven, I don't necessarily want to live downtown heaven.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, not where the neon signs are.
Yeah, so I had this vision, and that's where that song came from.
I think that's great, man. You got so many good things going. You know, we were talking earlier on the news too, to where you're going to be on the country cruise in February.
Going to be on a country cruise this February. Going to be going out with my buddies Colt Ford.
Yeah.
Reckless Kelly's going to be on this boat with us. And if you think about it, you know, you got these guys and being on the boat in the middle of the ocean playing country music with unlimited drink packages.
Right. You might be playing your song Mas Tequila a few more times on that cruise.
Needless to say, we're going to have a lot of fun.
Well, now, I got to ask you, Craig, you know, it's been a while since we had you on the Rock and Review, and it's always such a pleasure, and we've got so many mutual friends, but it's like, what's up with your videos, man? You've got these cool new videos you're doing, and you're including your family.
It's funny you should bring this up. I had this idea, you know, and people, I don't know why I'm surprised by this, but I get messages all the time about the surprise people have when they realize that I go to Walmart too. You know, like, or somebody will post, you know, they'll see me in a store and we'll take a picture and they'll post, and he's like, I met Craig Campbell at the Dollar General, you know, this kind of thing. And I'm like, yeah, I was at the Dollar General. That's right. So I thought, they only get to see the shows if they want to come to the shows, and they only get to see the stuff that they want to see.
Right, and hear your great songs.
Right. So I thought, man, how cool would it be for them to just let them in, let them see. So I started up this video series called Behind the Campbell's Curtain.
I love that.
And the main thing is to let them see the everyday life of what happens in my household.
Right.
And what's happened too is my daughters are super talented. And it's over the past couple of episodes, they have basically been the focal point.
Wow.
The people want to see them more than they want to see me.
Oh, yeah. It's just like when you go home for the holidays,
right.
and everybody's like going, hey, where are the kids at?
And I love this. I love it. You know, and my daughters, I think, are going to go into the music business at some point.
Wow.
They haven't said they want, you know, but
Yeah.
I just feel it happening.
Now, are you shooting these videos yourself? I mean, how are you making this happen?
I have a friend of mine. His name's Corey Miller. He's an amazing video guy, and he's also in the family as well by marriage. But he's passionate about what we're doing.
Yeah.
And there's also we're having some conversations about turning this whole thing into a reality show.
Wow. So you think that might happen in 2019?
I think it has a good shot at being something we pull off.
Now, where's the best place that our viewers can find it? Is it on your Facebook, website, YouTube channel?
Behind the Campbell's Curtain, I post about once a month, about maybe once every 2 months on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you can always find links. We cross promote it, so it's always on my Instagram and Twitter and all that.
So you can catch up with the episodes.
Yeah. You can always or you can just YouTube Behind the Campbell's Curtain.
How fun is that? Yeah, I'm gonna have to catch up on those
It's
shows
awesome.
now.
The last one we did was 11 minutes long, so it's kind of a mini movie.
But what fun, particularly when you can involve your wife and your daughters and everything else, and the music, and also, like you said, to show people really behind the curtain that you're just like everybody else.
And the sacrifices we make. This last episode focused a little bit on me missing out on some really cool things that my family was doing. Like my daughters had their final basketball games of the season, and I had to miss them because I had to go do my job.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, and you'll see this in the episode, but I'm blessed to be able to do what I do for a living. But it comes with a price, you know.
Definitely.
So I miss those things, and that's what that episode's about.
Incredible. I can't wait to watch it. I'm sure our viewers will want to also. Now, do you still make time? You know, we were talking about our buddy Larry with McPherson, and we've both got a couple of the carbon fiber series. You have the Sable, and I've got the Touring. Have you gotten any hunting or fishing in? You know, I mean, obviously we're pretty early in the new year, but I mean...
I missed the rut this past season, so I didn't get anything to put in the freezer. My wife is upset with me about that.
I'm sure.
Because a deer will feed me and my family for at least a year and a half.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I missed it this year. I did go hunting a few times, but I didn't get anything. So yeah, it's definitely. I'm going to make it my goal this year.
You're going to have to do it.
Not let that happen again.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I've been working out my trades with deer sausage lately, so I really.
See, that's what I'm talking about. When I harvest a deer, it's more mainly hamburger meat or burger.
You're right.
And sausage.
Oh my gosh!
Is the bulk of what
it's amazing.
Yeah, because we cook a lot of spaghetti.
Yeah.
A lot of hamburger helper, tacos.
Just like all the rest of us, right?
So that's.
Well, and you've been playing these McPherson guitars for a while. I know the last time that we caught up, you dragged one around for songwriting also.
Yeah, I have the touring model like you're holding. Mine is not that color though. Mine is actually camo.
Yeah, and I think that made that specially for you.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that the same people that make these guitars make Matthews bows.
Right.
And they also have their own patented camo design. So I said, hey, I'd like to have one of those. Touring guitars, but I want you to dip it in camo. So they dipped it in camo for me. And then I also have one of the
and
Sables.
You tour with the Sable.
Yeah, I have a Sable. If anybody was out this past fall was a year ago when I was out with Luke Bryan, they would have saw me playing this, my Sable, on the Luke Bryan tour.
Well, you know, a lot of people may not know this, but also, you know, Luke Bryan kind of pushed you into doing more of the songwriting and demos and all when you first got to Nashville.
Luke was a big influence on me. He, you know, I met him a long time ago. As a matter of fact, I used to be in his band. I was his piano player. And one night I was picking his brain. I said, "Is there any advice you can give me?" He's like, "Well, you need to be writing songs."
Wow.
All the time. And at that time I was writing a little bit, not a lot. He's like, "No, man, you need to be writing every day with different people." And he says, "I'm not saying that's going to land you with a big old fat record deal."
Right.
He said, "But you will develop a lot of cool relationships out of it." And he was right.
Wow. How amazing.
Yeah.
And it gets you on a cruise also. And then then you get to have a piano bar on stage.
All
with
of
your
that
band.
from one piece of advice from Luke Bryan.
You know, life seems pretty good, Craig. It's not bad.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Well, we're blessed to have you on the show. See You Try. I'll tell you what, go and see him in concert, Craig Campbell, and you can get a copy and get it signed. But if you download it, and also if you keep streaming it and get it up to 10 million streams, that's not a bad thing either, right?
No, it's not a bad thing at all. I mean, who knows, if I get enough streams off of it, we may make it the next single.
Ooh, there you go. The one and only Craig Campbell. Be sure and catch him live on tour in 2019 and download and buy See You Try. Thanks for watching the Rockin' Review.
Musicians Institute Guitarcraft program, sponsor of Fox 17 Rock and Review.